Good morning, Nick. It's Monday, August 18th, and yes, I am wearing a robe. So this is the totally tangential part of my video, but man, I don't know if you've noticed, but robes are freaking awesome. I mean, they're warm, fuzzy. Hold on, it's August. Why do you need to be even warmer? Shush, I like warm and fuzzy. So once again, the internet distracts me from making the videos I originally wanted to make, but at least this time it inspired me to talk about something that I think is going to be pretty cool. So by random chance, I was just, going through the internet today, like you do, instead of making my video, like you should, and I came across this really interesting video about World War II and income taxes, starring Donald Duck. It was this really interesting bit of propaganda about why you need to save money to, help fight the war, well, war being World War II, and that like every dollar that you spend on something frivolous instead of taxes was like helping Hitler win the war. Which I find really interesting because nowadays people are like, consumer spending always needs to go up because if we don't have consumer spending go up, then our economy is worse and then we have less tax revenue and that's worse for the deficit. But back then, they were like, yo dog, don't spend your money on things you don't need. And that brings me to the point of today's video is how does like television and the things that we watch in a way kind of propagandize and kind of influence the way that we behave as a nation. Like, I know people tend to think of propaganda, they are like Fox News, MSNBC, but I mean, there's just like these subliminal little suggestions that you can see in just our day-to-day television viewing. Also through other mediums, but television tends to be the primary one. So back in the 1940s, yeah, direct propaganda, just what they did, but it makes me wonder nowadays, is our television kind of a result of propaganda, or is it just a reflection of our culture? Like, I guess my question put in simplest terms is, which one's the cause and which one is the effect? Now, if our television is just kind of a result of our culture and just, what it is we do, then yeah, that's not really problematic and, we can just go on business as usual. But if it's the other way around and it's like our television is influencing our habits, then that's probably really problematic and probably makes television pretty morally dubious as a medium through which to convey messages. So we're always going to affect TV, TV's always going to affect us, but the degree to which it affects us is always something really interesting to think about. And this probably sounds like, pretty conspiracy theory based, but I mean, there probably is something to suggest that at least it affects us some. However, that amount is just really unknown to me, and so I can't really say. And no matter how good of a study you have, you're never going to catch everything that falls through the cracks, and so we can never really know how much it affects us, which I think is just really kind of cool. And so I will provide a link to that Donald Duck propaganda video below. Gosh, I hate cameras. They're so hard to aim in front of. And Nick, I will see you on Wednesday.